And good afternoon, Warp103 bringing you guys another video. This time here we are doing the new tank, the M-IV-Y. So sit back, relax, and of course enjoy the show. And thank you for viewing this video. If you like the content, make sure you subscribe to the channel by clicking the icon above, and then of course hitting the bell icon to get notifications when the next video drops. So here we go. All right, folks, have our first battle inside the tank. You can see the score. Again, it's got a bonus inside of it, so let's look at it again. 2,500 in damage, 3 kills, spotted a couple of people. Second place on the team. Again, tank overall feels pretty damn good. Again, 90,000 base, meaning that, you know, off the top of the rip, first battle, 90,000 base. Feels pretty damn good. 10 shots fired. Of that 10, 9 hits. Of that 9 that hit, 8 penetrated. So again, I haven't looked at the stats yet. You're gonna look at you're gonna see the stats in a minute, then you'll see the gameplay about this. But again, I'm just looking at it. This is right off the rip. We're gonna go to the garage, and again, you'll see what I have loaded right here. 4-person crew, vents, aiming, rammer, no gold at all. Again, because I do my stats, you know as I do it, no gold, and cola. 0.33. First game in it, feels pretty damn good. Let's go to the stats, and then from there we'll go to the gameplay of this, so that way there you'll know exactly from the stats and of the gameplay, and I'll be able to walk you through it. So let's go. 4Y versus the Renegade versus the Patriot, and versus the other new tank in that they're bringing in. So that the doofus. I'm just gonna call it the doofus. Okay, stat wise, DPM, about average. Again, a little bit lower than the Renegade, a little bit lower than the P, but Torang just crap. Penetrations slightly on the low side and everything else of that, which is fine. Same as damage as a Renegade. So again, if you're putting it directly in the Renegade, it's a little bit below it, behind that rate of fire. Then let's look at the shell velocity, again behind the Renegade, so it's on par with everybody else. Ammo capacity is great, again 45. You can speculate shells. Still not good as the Patriot, but let's go down to the aim time versus the Renegade. It's on the longish side. Dispersions, basically it's not as good gun handling as Renegade, not as good gun handling as the Patriot, way better than the doofus. So, you know, 10 degrees gun depression for everybody, so it's right on point. Speed is where this thing has it. Maneuverability, now yes, even though these are both 45, getting to that 45 and making use of it and everything else of that, it just felt it was way better. Again, this thing has maneuverability, so against the Renegade, this thing has maneuverability. Speed overall is the same when it comes to range resistance, but it just feels like it's got more pick up and go. Transverse speed is slightly better than the Renegade. Then we're gonna go down to armor. Hull armor better than the Renegade. Turret armor better than the Renegade. Better than the Patriot, and it's on par with the doofus. Health is again about the same as everybody else's. Engine power, again, you're not going to get engine damage all the time inside this, which is really good, because this shows you really, unless it's high powered, it's going to take 2 shots to hit your engine, whereas this crapola, you know. Anyway, let's keep on going. Repair time is great and everything else, and then stationary camo is not as good as everybody else. Okay, so let's do it short and sweet. New tank versus Renegade and versus the Patriot. Why? Simple. Why? If you already have the Renegade, you really don't need this tank. If you already have the Patriot, you don't need this tank. So of the newer tanks out there and everything else today, again, I have to say this is on balance with the Renegade and the Patriot. So if you don't have either one of these tanks and you're going for the Christmas boxes, you won't feel the need that once you have, if you get the M-IV-Y, you won't need to have you won't have to buy the Renegade, or you don't have to buy the Patriot. So this is a good side grade to all of these tanks here, except for this crapola here. So let's go to the gameplay. Again, the way I feel about this tank here is it's a good fit for the holiday ops, because you're not overpowered versus everything else, and your speed and mobility, and you'll have a little bit more armor. So again, it feels good. It feels good. All right, let's go to the video. All right, so you've already seen the original intro. You've seen that this battle was actually a victory, and the thing you also seen is that you've seen the stats. This is the actual gameplay, and again, right off the rip, I can feel how maneuverable it is, how fast it seemed to be getting off the line. It felt comfortable. It felt I was able to move, and I was able to shift around the map. Even though this is a smaller map and everything else, that you'll see right here when I come around the corner, it's going to be like, ooh, I know the guy is right there. Snap! Snaps into his lower plate. Again, it wasn't hard. It wasn't like I had to really think. So this does have the snapshot ability, which is great for an American tank and everything else to that. I'm waiting to see if I need to come around the corner to see what the M10 is doing. And once I didn't see anybody else peek around the corner, I'm like, okay, well, that means I got free shots at the Ferdinand and the Bigetto that's over there. So of course I come around the corner, and again, moving backwards on the move, still was able to put a shot into him. Now again, I'm waiting around the corner, seeing the guy's looking at me. Again, I'm looking around to make sure I'm not spotted. As soon as he turns his turret again, like, I don't care if I get hit. Ferdinand hits me. Unfortunately, the turret is jamming. I don't know if this is going to be a common occurrence again, because of the way the shape of the turret, if this is something that's going to happen all the time. This is something you'll have to look out for. But my first impression is, think about that you might have this happen to you. Be safe, because if your turrets get jammed, you might need to bring an extra repair kit. But so far, it didn't look like that. It looked pretty damn decent. So I'm like, okay, cool. Let's keep on going. Let's roll up. Now again, I'm going around the far side around here so I can actually get another shot on the Ferdinand. And again, I'm waiting until he's actually looking in the next direction. Come around the corner, fully aim it. It wasn't even fully aimed in. It still felt pretty damn good. So if you're a guy that already has Renegade and everything else, that tank might not be worth it for you to actually have to go for the shop to actually get it, buy loot boxes. But if you don't have that stuff, if you don't have the Renegade, you don't have the Patriot, this will make a good addition to the game. It's not overpowered by any means. It feels really good. I mean, really, the shots that I'm making and everything else. And now again, we already know RNG will take a factor inside of this. Sometimes it's just not going to hit where you want to. But my thing is, it's still hitting the tank directly. Again, it feels pretty damn good. Not trying hard, not using gold. Now, I will admit that this is not standard. This crew inside of it is a 4-skill crew. So again, above the normal that I would normally do testing with and everything else like that. But so that means I have brothers in arms already and everything else. So it's going to affect it a bit more, but it still feels pretty damn good. Again, the speed, it ain't going to affect it. And that's what it makes it feel real good. The accuracy is pretty damn good. Again, I'm firing without even letting it zoom all the way in, and it's, again, the snapshot ability is there. It does got a touch of the long reload. I do feel the reload is a little bit, longish. And again, that's even with brothers in arm and using food. So if you don't have any of that stuff, that your reloading, the aim time is going to be on the longest side. But comparable to the Renegade, the Patriot, it's right on par with that stuff. Again, looking through the stats. So I don't feel bad about this tank at all. Coming on sale, it's not coming in. So it's super overpowered. No, it feels pretty damn good. It's not overpowered. Can it be strong if you throw barn equipment and everything else on it? Yeah, I think now it's fully on the move, and that one danks. So it's not like it's bulletproof where it's going to say, oh, every shot's going to hit. But overall, strong tank. Well, this is what I think about this tank and everything like that. I consider it a good buy. So, as in buy money. So this is Warp103 saying, warp out, have fun. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Please hit like, subscribe button. It really helps the channel out. Until then, we'll catch you later.